and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to do a Q&A. I have not done a Q&A since probably 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, and I now have pretty close to 19,000. So I figured it was probably time to go ahead and do an updated one for you guys. I want to connect with my viewers, and so I asked you guys on a vlog last week to leave me some questions that you have, and then I also asked you guys on Instagram, and so I just took everybody's question and I wrote it down on this notepad, so I have everything in one place. I don't think that I skipped anybody. I do apologize if I did. I tried to go through all the comments on that vlog and just make sure that I got all the questions out. I think I got everybody, but like I said, I do apologize if I skipped you. Also, I'm not going to call you guys by name just because I'm afraid that I will mispronounce, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to answer your questions. You know who you are. So my husband is not joining me for this video. He was on my last Q&A, but he's actually keeping my 2-year-old right now for me so that I can actually film this. So he's not going to be in this video. Pretty much all of your questions anyways has nothing to do with him. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. The first person has a few questions. So I'm going to go ahead and answer the first one, and that is, what is your dream job? So my dream job, I would have to say, hands down, is YouTube. I just really like being able to stay home with my kids and be my own boss. Also to be able to bring in a second income. There's really nothing that can compete with that in my opinion. But I would say that if I was working outside of the home, I would probably say a nurse, just because that's what I wanted to be back before I ever got married or had kids. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to go to school to be an RN. But obviously God had other plans for me, so I'm not complaining. I really enjoy what I do right now, but like I said, if I was to go out into the workforce, it would be probably an RN. He also said, what advice would you give your younger self? So I would say that everything that a typical teenage girl worries about, not to worry about it, because it doesn't matter. It never will matter. It has not affected my life at all. The things that I worried about back then, I worried about the clothes that I wore, the friends that I had, who I sat with at lunch, just all those things that you think matters then doesn't matter, and it never will matter. She also asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years with the channel and life in general? So well, at the rate my channel is growing right now, I really see YouTube being a full-time income for me. It's slowly starting to snowball a little bit now, and I'm making more and more every month with it. So I'm kind of hoping that by then I will be able to make a pretty good decent income from it. I just want to get better at my content. Also, I love to be creative, and so I really like to be able to put out even better content, and just life in general. Well, I would like to be debt-free. Hopefully, that would be really nice. Maybe another kid, I don't know. We can't really decide if we want to have another one, if we're okay how we are with just the 2 boys. But you know, I have this hole in my heart that is aching for a girl, but I don't know. We just have to pray about it and see what happens. So yeah, we just can't really make a decision. We're back and forth on it, so we'll see. And then the next person asked me, where do you like to shop at? And do you take any hair vitamins? So no, I don't take any hair vitamins, but I do take a multivitamin, just a regular generic multivitamin. Where do I like to shop at? I'm assuming you're talking about my clothes. So I like to shop at Ross, and then also TJ Maxx. And then also like to shop at Walmart. Where I really love to shop is Plato's Closet. The closest one that we have to us is probably an hour and a half away, but that is one of my absolute favorite places to thrift shop at. Not sure how far out those go in the United States, but we have them down here in the South, and I absolutely love to shop there. The next person says, what are some of your favorite YouTubers to watch? First off, love Meg, because she's the person who inspired me to even start my channel in the first place. Also really like to watch Naturally Brittany, Simply Allie. Who else? I like Maka Stoffer. Oh, and I also like to watch Brittany and Baby too. So that's probably my top 5 favorite YouTubers. And then she also asked me, do you like being a stay-at-home mom? And if you worked, what would you do? So I've kind of already answered part of that. If I worked, what would I do? I would be a nurse, just because that's what I wanted to do back before I got married and had kids, that would be my job that I would go for. And do I like being a stay-at-home mom? I love being a stay-at-home mom. I do have to say though that I miss the adult conversations that I had back when I worked. It's kind of hard being with kids 24/7 and not having that adult interaction. That's really the only thing that I don't like about being a stay-at-home mom. But I feel like my place really is to be a stay-at-home mom, and so I'm perfectly happy. The next person says, do you have any siblings? So yes, I have one sister. She is 2 years younger than I am. And then the next person says, how old are you? I am about to be 29 on January the 31st. How long have you been married for? This year will actually be 10 years that we've been married. We've been together for about 13, but this year will be 10 years. It also says, do your children get up a lot through the night, and do you have to lay down with them to put them to sleep? So my kids really don't get up unless they're sick. They have always been good about sleeping through the night. As far as having to lay down with them to get them to go to sleep, no, we actually don't have to do that. We trained our kids at a pretty young age to be able to go to sleep on their own. And I know a lot of people out there probably disagree with the cried out method. There's mixed opinions about that. But we did that. That's what worked for us. But we did it in a way that they knew we were coming back. We didn't just leave them in there and let them cry all night long. What we would do is lay them down and then let them cry for about 5 or 10 minutes and just keep going in there every 5 or 10 minutes and just let them know that we're still here, we're not leaving, and it's time to go to sleep. And eventually they went to sleep, and it didn't take very long, and they were trained to know how to put themselves to sleep. The next person says, how old are you and your husband? So like I said, I'm gonna be 29 on the 31st of this month, and then my husband will be 32 in May of this year. And then her next question is, what made you start a YouTube channel? So I basically started my channel as an outlet outside of being a stay-at-home mom. I just needed something to do outside of this, so that I didn't get burnt out on being a stay-at-home mom. Because like I said, I did miss that adult interaction that came with working outside of the home. And so I feel like with my YouTube channel, I can actually talk to other people through my camera. And I have friends all over the United States now and all over the world. It gets crazy. It's actually turned into a hobby that I didn't know I had until I started doing it. I love making videos. I love being creative, and I love the editing. I love everything about it. So yeah. And she also says, how time consuming is it to edit your videos? It depends on what kind of video I'm editing. Like the video that I'm filming right now will probably take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. But if I'm doing like an ultimate clean with me or a what's for dinner, those kinds of videos can take anywhere from 3 to 4 hours of straight work with no breaks. So yeah, it really just depends on what kind of video I'm editing. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do have a giveaway coming up in just a few days, so make sure that you stick around so that you don't miss it. Also, once again, thank you to everybody that has stuck around and subscribed to my channel. I am so very thankful and so grateful for every single one of you. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here, and I will see you guys in my next video.